Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we're back for more RWBY. So, last episode there was a huge lore drop. Like, the whole episode was lore, and it was really well done. Like the telling of it got a whole lot and relatively comprehensible. I might have missed a couple things. I think I got the majority of everything though. There was a whole lot of gaps that were finally filled, like the whole thing with the moon. I mean, it's not like super important, but it was just like it's been there since like the beginning, and we've been the question as to what happened. I mean, there's been theories, but I mean, now we finally got a confirmation as to what the heck actually happened. The God of Darkness just decided to blast right through it. Yeah, Salem and Oz were a thing back in the day, and they had kids, which I'm pretty sure were meant to be I'm pretty sure they're supposed to have been the maidens. But I think they died. So I'm not entirely sure. Because I know Oz died that day, or Ozma. I think that's pretty much everything. It was all like a lore drop of what Oz has been hiding in the relationship between Salem back in the day, and what she did to bring Oz back, and how Oz was actually brought back by the God of Light and all that stuff. And they're all both on the hunt for the relics. One to just cause the Earth's destruction. One to bring the gods back and save it. Yeah, that all the way. Let's go ahead and start the episode.
Salem can't be killed. You all heard her too, right? There was so much you hadn't told us. How could you think that was okay?
Look at him!
Professor? What is your plan to defeat Salem?
I don't have one.
No one wanted me. I was cursed. I gave my life to you because you gave me a place in this world. I thought I was finally doing some good.
But you are.
Meeting you was the worst luck of my life.
Maybe you're right.
What happened?
He's gone.
That bastard! Tell him we're not done yet!
No, this is different. He's gone. It's like he's locked himself deep inside my head. Our head. I hate this. I want it to stop.
He just left us?
What are we gonna do now?
Enough! We need to get a move on. It'll be dark before we know it, and every one of you is spewing negativity. There's a trail over there. Trails usually lead somewhere.
Lady, I don't know who you think you are, but...
No buts! I understand that you're upset. Honestly, I'm still coming to terms with the fact that this is humanity's second time around. But if we don't move, we die. And I'll be damned if I've lived this long just to die out here in the cold.
No, she's right. Come on.
I'm just going to be another one of his lives, aren't I?
Of course not. You're your own person.
Don't lie to him, Ruby. We're better than that.
Huh, haven't seen these guys yet. It's episode 4. Okay, so maybe it's not Hazel, so who's the big guy?
Welcome back, welcome back. I do hope you missed us as much as we missed you.
Let's go.
Speaking of which, where is our fall maiden?
Emerald, come on.
Don't tell me something happened to her.
You wanna chill?
I will cut off more than just your tail.
Careful, little girl. Cinder isn't here to protect you anymore.
Back off, freak.
Oh, don't misunderstand. I am in mourning just as you. Because it appears you failed our queen. And that is a tragedy.
I would like you to explain to me how it is you failed so spectacularly.
The Fauna's militia split our forces.
Stop. Let me rephrase the question. Who is responsible for your defeat?
Hazel, don't take it.
I take full responsibility.
But that wouldn't be fair now, would it? We all know who's truly to blame.
I don't...
Emerald. I want you to tell me whose fault this was.
Emerald, deep breaths.
Now.
Cinder! We failed because of Cinder.
That's right. I want you to understand that failure. I want you to understand why Cinder must be left to toil in her isolation until she redeems herself.
You mean...
She's alive.
You're joking. How could you know that?
Are you questioning our divine savior?
Of course not. Forgive me.
It's important not to lose sight of what drives us. Love, justice, reverence. But the moment you put your desires before my own, they will be lost to you. This isn't a threat. This is simply the truth. The path to your desires is only found through me. And so we must press on. The sword under Vacuo's academy, Shade.
Ma'am. I have more to report. Crow and the children are taking the lamp to Atlas.
Not if I can help it.
And they're being led by Ozpin.
So soon?
He's the only man with a chance of getting through to Ironwood. If that happens...
Guys, you might want to leave. She's not happy right now.
Leave. Your Grace.
Yeah.
I
Tyrion. Actually stay.
Come on.
Doesn't look like this is gonna let up.
I just want to get this stupid relic to Atlas. Let's hope we don't have to walk all the way there.
I thought trails led somewhere.
Do you have nothing better to do than to harass a defenseless old lady?
Everyone quiet. Do you hear that?
Like a windmill? Or a fence? Or a... fence?
Well, at least one good thing happened today. It looks abandoned.
It's still better than this.
Come on, I think we could all use some rest.
Are you serious? What? What? That's... No. 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 You know, I feel like, thus far anyway, every ending is, you know, ends with me going as I did a second ago. That was definitely, that was a shorter episode, I think, wasn't it? Like 13 minutes or something like that. It definitely was not as long as the last one. Not that the last one was like seemed super long, but it just, as in like dragging, it was definitely longer. Oh boy, yeah, that was a Fallout. That was, yeah, okay. There was definitely, see, I wasn't totally not thinking. I was just I was being a moron. I was upset. I'm not upset. First, I was not sure why they were upset with him. Only why they were as upset with him as they were. I get them being upset about him keeping so much secret from him, but then, you know, to that point where they were kind of getting ready to explode, I wasn't 100%. It wasn't clicking in my head. And then she asked if he had what was his plan for taking on Salem. Yeah, he doesn't have a plan. I can understand their frustration now. I mean, what's he supposed to do? Just let it happen? He can't just let her get the relics. He can't do it alone. He should have said something, yeah. I feel like if he had came forth with everything, or at least, with everything, you know? And even explained to the point that he doesn't really have a plan to stopping her, but he knows that he needs to keep the relics away from her and make sure she doesn't get them. That would at least have been more information that he gave them by leaps. It got to the point where Crow just socked him across the freaking area. Oh, I was gonna say yard, but that wasn't just no yard. But yeah, good few yards and right into a tree. That was I mean, I feel bad for poor Oscar. I feel like Crow should have maybe thought about, you know, the kid, but, you know, in that amount of rage hitting you in one moment, it's not the easiest to hold back rage, especially when you've dedicated your life to following this man, following a cause that you thought was 100% true, but when you realize there's not really a plan, not really, he doesn't have anything prepared to take on Salem. Crow's now completely lost faith too, which kind of sucks. I feel bad for Oz. Even now he's doubting himself even more. Locks himself away. Oz and Crow. What makes me feel worse about Crow is how he was saying that nobody wanted him. Nobody, you know, he felt lost, and with Oz, he felt like he was doing good. Now he feels like, you know, meeting Oz was the worst luck he'd ever had. Which, man, this in such a short amount of time, so much was in it. So much punch was in it. Like seeing Oz in tears and seeing Crow just seems like he lost everything. Finding out there isn't really a goal in mind necessarily, not like a direct goal. Moving off this topic slightly, it seems like Oz has come back sooner. They were surprised that he's back already. And Salem is definitely not happy with that. What were those things that came out of the ground? Are those the Geists? What are they called? Like basically the Ghost Grim, or is that just something else? Is that just her power? Does it not have were those not anything to do with Grim? It's not really that important. But now Oscar's wondering whether he's just another life. Crow thinks that's pretty much what he is. He's just another peg on Oz's lifeline. So will that mean Oz fades? Will Oscar fade away? Do they exist simultaneously? Will it get to the point where Oscar's more the one in the back, and then in the back of the mind than Oz? Like, does it switch? Because in 1 through 3, Oz just seemed Oz. He never seemed like he was anybody else. So either the other mind, the original person fades away, or they meld into one, or one takes just more of a back seat. Did they clarify that already? Did I just forget? If I did, I'm sorry. So Salem knows that Cinder's alive. I thought maybe that Cinder was hiding until, she was gonna keep her existence a secret until she found the relic and was able to bring it back, or is able to bring it back to Salem. But no, she knows, and she's just gonna leave her in solitude until she's able to redeem herself, which I'm assuming is to bring back the relic or something to that regard. But Hazel was with Mercury and Emerald, so if he was, then who's the big guy that they were talking about in the spider bar thing? I'm really curious as to who that could be. So, yeah, I'm just kind of upset that it ended like that. They're just walking into the, like, I guess their temporary shelter from the storm. Or I don't know if it's not really stormy, but from the cold. Especially since it's gonna be night soon. So, yeah, that's it for this week's episode, guys. So, thank you all for joining me in this episode of RWBY. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to check out the rest of our stuff, go ahead and click the bubble right next to me. And if you want to stick around for next week's episode, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified whenever that comes out or other content, go ahead and click the bell icon down below. Or you can follow us on Twitter, link to that one in the description down below as well. Again, guys, thank you for joining us this week, or me this week, and hope to see you next time.